Burke. I'll be back at halftime.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Rockets, Patrick Beverley out there with Harden. And it's center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Psamyou'll in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, Chris Paul is out there with J.J. Redick. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the sky-sweeping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Griffin in at the 4-man position.
Houston found their way back into the playoffs last season, but really it wasn't because they were a tough team on the road. They only had 16 wins away from Houston last season.
Gets it to go.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Back to Paul. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Howard. And Clark, as you were talking about, the Rockets weren't nearly as troublesome to teams last year when they found themselves in the away locker room. Mostly, Steve, it came down to their offense not having quite as much punch.
Well, most teams don't score as much on the road as they do at home, but for the Rockets, 5 points differential between home and away is pretty dramatic. And I think that was one of the reasons why we saw them struggle when they left Houston and tried to get a win.
You know, for so long, the Clippers were on the bottom rung of the ladder in the West, almost were a joke in the conference, but their fortunes have changed dramatically in the past few years, and now they're a team that's respected and feared.
And Redick kicks to Barnes. Paul outside. No good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Well, like you said, the Clippers have really flipped the Western Conference upside down over the last few years, and you're right, they have done it with Steve styled, to say the least. You know, they've got now also a very deep team.
Well, a 35-17 record against the West was enough to secure them their division and advantage in the first round. You have to remember, too, that they were without some of their big stars last season, so if they can stay healthy and really take advantage of what they have, this could be a lot of fun.
Redick passes to Jordan. That's good.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden gets a screen from Psamyou'll. Harden against Paul. Harden dishes to Howard. And here is Jordan. Paul outside. Redick with it, and it's Harden picking him up. A shot by Redick, no good.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game. That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Another miss by Houston.
Certainly not the green start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McKee.
He knows that the challenge for his team in this game will be to slow down Blake Griffin, who he described as instant momentum. With Griffin being such a handful physically, they plan to limit his ability to get any space around the basket and hopefully cut down those powerful drives toward the rim.
And thanks for that story, Doris. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden, and that one is hammered home. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching them go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Oh, yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Barnes with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Harden kicks to Beverley. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Crawford. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Pass to Barnes. Back to Jordan. He kicks to Barnes. Jacks up a three. Rockets with the rebound. Harden right side. And there's a call on Matt Barnes. That's his first foul. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Harden against Crawford. The drive by Smith. The dish to Beverly. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Now Paul. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He feeds it to Griffin. And again, no good by the Clippers. Houston leading by 4. Harden with it. He's picked up by Jordan. On the wing, Harden. Smith on the wing. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got 7.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Right from the opening tip. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And here comes Smith leading the fast break.
Yeah, he's a full-court man. And what I mean by that is he has no problem just taking the ball coast to coast on the break, sometimes on his own, or if he prefers finding an open wing runner. Either way, the ability to create easy points for his team.
And another one of his really special talents is coming up with steals at the moment the ball handler picks up his dribble and is getting into a shooting motion. He's got excellent timing in that regard.
Vito Turkle is checked in for Matt Barnes. Here's Paul. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down. Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
Houston leading by 5. Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Brewer. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Dorsey can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Harden kicks to Jones. Back to Harden.
Hammer time.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
And here's Turkoglu. And there's the pass to Crawford. Paul outside. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Paul's got 5 minutes.
Great move to the hoop, but I love the finger roll finish.
It's Harden with the drive. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Here's Paul. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Now just a 1-point Houston lead.
And these shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
Shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a point. Because this is exactly how you attack the defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, and really a nice pace to their offense. Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Harden outside. Back to Smith. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a three-point Houston lead.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Crawford outside. The feed to Turkoglu. From the arc. The shot is off. So Houston will take it the other way. Ball against Harden. Brewer. Back to Harden. Pass to Jones. Kicks it to Brewer. Takes the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
And it's Paul penetrating. Turkoglu. Left side, Turkoglu. Outside, Griffin. To end the run. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu. Turkoglu's got 3 assists in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
Crawford kicks to Turkoglu. He dishes it to Paul. Feeds to Crawford. Clippers moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good. And it's 6 points for Blake Griffin.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
The three from Harden. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Paul left side. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Harden outside. Harden right side. Harden right side. Dorsey back to Harden. Defended by Turkoglu. It's Harden with the drive. It's stolen by Turkoglu. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. No one near him. They get the rebound. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's how to make your mark on the board with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Crawford is savage on that second opportunity.
Now, those are the types of possessions that are really demoralizing for a defense, guys.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Paul with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Hawes. Harden grabs the miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Crawford with the steal. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending goal right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
So for the Rockets, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Dorsey. Reza comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's Terry in for James Harden. Brewer with the ball. He has 6. Terry outside. Ariza kicks to Smith. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. 5 seconds left in the first. There's Crawford with the three. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets on top. They're up by 2. Stay. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Guys, Doc Rivers, the new head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers, said after last season, quote, there were times last year when they were the best team in the league. So I clearly think this is an extremely talented basketball team. But can we do that now in the postseason as opposed to just the regular season? That'll be the true test, gentlemen.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement. But then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Ariza hits them both. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year. And, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot, excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Beverly defended by Redick. In low to Howard. Kicks it out to Ariza. It's stolen by Davis. And stolen by Ariza. Howard drives in. Can't hit. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Rivers with it. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Outside for Davis. The offensive rebound. Barnes against Howard. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got his first points of the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Ariza with the rebound.
He thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
And Beverly kicks to Terry. Passes to Howard. Houston moving it around. This is to Ariza. A three. And another three for Houston.
But one thing you got to watch out with him, he loves that corner three. And that's the easiest three on the court. The shortest distance, about 22 feet. That's his sweet spot.
And you know, against him, Steve, as an opponent, you need to make sure you're making smart, crisp passes because he's so good at picking off the sloppy, loose ones.
James Harden. He's checked in for Jason Terry. And the Clippers call time here.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know. They called this Staples Center home as well last year. And I thought they were a force in front of their rabid fans.
Josh Smith, who's checked in for the Rockets. And they double up Jordan. He passes to Redick. He kicks it to Davis. Rocket 6. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 5 now. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers really starting to make waves on the landscape here in L.A. as they surpassed the Lakers in wins last season. You know, a big part of that was, Steve, their ability to win here at home.
Yeah, 32 wins here at Staples, and when they got out and ran, this place was really rocking. This Clipper team has a roster full of guys that can make a play that ignites a crowd, and some new additions this year, new coaching staff. A lot going on for this Clipper team.
And Count Sadowski is 5, and he's going to the line for one more.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bunt.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, you look at the numbers, Kevin. Last year they were around 71% from the line as a team, so not a very good number there.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Rockets making a change here. Terry's checked in. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden.
What a huge play.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. They have to build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And that one's good.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Back to Howard. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Rockets lead by 8. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Jordan with a screen on Terry. Rivers passes to Barnes. Stolen by Terry. All alone. A huge slam. The perfect end of a fast break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition. Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's Rivers. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Rivers. Takes the lead pass. Jordan goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Harden. He's got 11. Terry outside. Harden with it. Picked up by Rivers. Harden dishes to Smith. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Clippers trail by 10. Now here's Rivers, and Terry over to help. Jordan kicks to Rivers. 6 to shoot. Barnes passes to Rivers. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers. It certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 24 and 28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jones is checked in. And Reddick kicks to Davis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Davis has got his second bucket tonight. Just his first attempt. Jones, no luck. You remember the Rockets last year when they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped, Steve, out of the 6th seed range down to number 8.
Well, of course, the West was really strong last year, Kevin, so it makes sense that you're going to struggle a little bit against all those good teams. But, Houston ended up being the only team in the West to make the playoffs with a sub-500 record against the rest of the conference.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston.
You go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? You bounce in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Jones kicks to Harden. Harden gets a screen from Psamyou'll. Smith on the way. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. shot is no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. As Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason, and they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
Outside, Griffin. Redick. But they'll get another chance. Jordan kicks to Rivers. Back to Jordan. Another shot, and it's good on the way. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside, just take it strong to the hoop, be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, the Clippers upgrading their roster this summer, and new coach Doc Rivers feels the new players put them in great position. He said, quote, "They're great fits. They get who they are. They're over themselves. They're just trying to win and do whatever it takes." He added, "We want to be the winner. We don't just want to do a lot of winning. They've done that. Guys, the expectation is clearly to contend for an NBA title."
Yeah, building chemistry on the court will be their focus. Thanks, Doris. Rivers dishes the cross. Shot's good. Rivers got 9 points. Rockets leading by 6. Harden gets a screen from Psamyou'll. Harden gets the boot. Now the dish to Smith. He feeds it to Harden. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Redick.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Now the pass to Rivers. And there's the feed to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flow. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. You had to go for it, didn't you?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. Just let him go. Who cares?
Here's Los Angeles now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Rivers, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Corey Brewer. Houston in the lead. Harden outside. Jones sets the pick for Harden. Moves off the pick and hammers it home.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body.
The open shot Paul. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Redick. Harden working against Redick. Now, here is Harden, defended by Paul. Shot clock at 6. It's Harden with the drive. Another miss by Harden.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Paul kicks to Redick. The 3.
This quarter has really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
That's good. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Paul against Harden. Paul goes in, and it's blocked. Tipped away. They recover it. Tries again. Excellent D that time from Jones.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
40 seconds left here in the second. Ariza passes it to Harden. Harden gets a screen from Psamyou'll. And the jam by Harden. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Here's the break. Ariza kicks to Smith. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. The Rockets making a switch here. Turkler's checked in. For Houston, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Well, this is an area of concern for this club. They only shot 71% from the line last year.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And so Paul nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
And here's Harden. He's got 20. Harden right side. That'll do it for the first half. Rockets lead by 9. And get ready now for the Sprint halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. From the 2K Sports Studios on a beautiful Sunday night, it's time for the halftime report. The Rockets looking good at the midway point. They've been a terror in transition, dicing up the D on the open court. James Harden not having any difficulty scoring against Los Angeles. After 2, he's got 20 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on. On the Clippers side of things, they're managing to hang around. Their three-point shooting has been nowhere to be found. It's really hurt them offensively. That's why they're behind. It's not the best start for Chris Paul. His shot has been hitting everything but the net. Just hasn't found the mark. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. It's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Mark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
The shot's good from Paul.
He can be a forgotten man in your offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Here's Beverly. Right side, Terry. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Terry's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on his shot, and doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there, so having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Kicks it to Psamyou'll. Back to Terry. Pass to Ariza. He dishes it to Beverly. Carries it from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
No secret that last season the Rockets were going to try to drive and kick and knock down as many threes as they could, and it was very productive for them. They took a lot of threes, made a lot, but ironically, they were near the top of the league in points in the paint, too. Usually you don't see that combo.
Rockets leading by 9. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, Clark, as you pointed out, the Rockets led the entire NBA in three-pointers taken. Second in the league in three-pointers made. To Steve, they certainly weren't shy about letting it fly from deep.
Well, that was their whole strategy. Attack the rim, make the defense collapse, and then if you don't have a layup, just kick it out and fire away from 3. That was the way the roster was constructed, and that's what Kevin McHale preached to his team.
And the Clippers making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Griffin, defended by Psamyou'll. Barnes kicks to Griffin. Backs him down. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Griffin's got 12 in the game.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
To the inside. It's tipped. Griffin with the steal. Redick with it. 5 points in the game. There's Paul. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 4 rebounds in this game. Terry dishes down. A finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 10.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Houston making a switch. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Jordan with the screen on Harden. The drive by Paul. He lobs it up. And DeAndre Jordan pulls it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Harden against Paul. Terry outside. The train. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Griffin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Now still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
Jordan's shot is off.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Launches a 3. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Harden. 10 points for Ariza.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Ball against Harden. Paul passes to Barnes. Feeds it to Redick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringer down some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. He put it on an absolute platter for him.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these 2 teams.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Griffin. Can't get it to go. Good D by Ariza. Harden left side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 22 points.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Into Jordan. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Howard setting the pick for Harden. Back to Ariza. Shoots from the elbow.
There we go!
You know what? The Clippers go the other way with it. And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
Yeah, I agree. You got to make sure you take your time, but start to be more effective and efficient with each possession. And you got to buckle down defensively.
Harden outside. Passes it to Howard. Back to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And now 24 points for James Harden.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one.
Griffin a screen on Harden. Picked by Griffin. Paul gets a screen from Griffin. The drive by Paul. Redick, Terry covering. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 15. Misses off the right iron. Houston leading by 11. On the wing, Harden, defended by Paul. Harden against Paul. Another miss by Harden.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Redick with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Paul dishes to Griffin. Jordan inside, is guarded by Howard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, he'll shoot one more at the free throw line. So it'll be DeAndre Jordan shooting. That one is out of reason. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half was carried right over into the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Glenn Davis is checked in for Blake Griffin. Smith gets the pick for Harden. Back to Smith. Shot off the screen. This ball grabs the miss. Paul's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clippers trail by 9. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That'll be his second foul of the game. Houston making a switch here.
Patrick Beverly.
Redick passes to Paul. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Redick with the bucket. And here are the Rockets now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the wing, Harden, defended by Paul. On the wing, Brewer dishes it to Beverly. Another miss by Houston. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Redick kicks to Barnes. Pass to Redick. There's the dish to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Paul's double. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game for Paul, he has 12 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers.
Come around.
It's Harden with the drive. Smith dishes to Harden. Harden gets a screen from Smith. Harden the pass to Moniulis. Here's Brewer. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Barnes can't get it to go. Houston leading by 6. Here's Beverly. 8 points for him. And stolen by Barnes. Now Paul.
Defensive foul. Moniulis. That's his second personal foul. 14 fouls.
And here is Los Angeles now. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Smith sets the pick for Harden. Fader on the way. Houston gets it back. He feeds it to Brewer. Smith. On the wing, Harden. Defended by Redick. Goes back up. Harden dishes to Moniulis. And Beverly kicks to Brewer. 6 to shoot. Harden. The pass to Brewer. Harden outside. Harden left side. He kicks it to Brewer. Tries yet again. It's over Redick. And they're able to recover. They get it back. Brewer's got 9 points.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Paul passes to Redick. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 11 points in the game.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Bart. I mean, they're getting after it. I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. He passes to Smith. The feed to Beverly. Harden. And shot on the way. Hit.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Kicks it to Redick. He dishes it to Hawes. Pass to Barnes. Feeds to Hawes. Passes it to Paul. The Clippers keep it alive. Second chance shot. Great D that time for Psamyou'll. Rockets leading by 6. Now, here is Harden. 24 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 26 points.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Dishes it to Redick. Back to Paul. Pass to Hawes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Rockets shooting 47% from the field in the 3rd. Harden outside. Off target from three-point range.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A 3 from Barnes. Rockets with the rebound. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Dives for it, and stolen by Redick. It off in time, no good. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Houston on top, they lead by 6. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Rockets leading by 6. Terry outside. The dish now to Beverly. Back to Terry. All sorts of time. And right on target with the swish. Terry's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Rockets. Ball outside. He feeds it to Rivers. The pass to Barnes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Rockets shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Beverly. Psamyou'll kicks to Jones. Brewer. Back to Jones. There's the feed to Terry. Jones sets the pick for Terry. Just 5 to shoot. Jones drives in. Here's Psamyou'll. He kicks it to Beverly. Gets an open look and hits. And the Rockets lead by 8.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
Here's Turkoglu. A finger roll finish at the bucket.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
And Brewer kicks to Jones. Houston moving the ball around. Terry dishes to Psamyou'll. Back to Terry. He passes it to Beverly. Jones drives in. Beverly, covered by Barnes. Brewer's shot is off. Clippers trail by 6. Psamyou'll with the steal. He dishes it to Beverly. On the wing, Jason Terry. 4 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 7. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Turkoglu passes to Paul. Paul, right side. Rivers kicks to Paul. No good on the 3.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Nice shot by Terry.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Turkoglu kicks to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
No good from Beverly. Clippers trail by 9. They get a hand on it. One-on-one here. Back to Jones. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now the Clippers moving it out for the finish. And the dunk by Barnes.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And Beverly kicks to Brewer. Pass to Psamyou'll. Feeds it to Beverly. Lock at 6. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Houston making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Crawford in for Austin Rivers.
Tell you what, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Not that opposite of go away quickly if he does.
Man, I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Backing down is Howard. Hangs in the air. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Rockets lead by 10. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Outside for Griffin. In space. Misses off the left iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Here's Beverly, defended by Paul. Terry off the pick from Jones. Here's Beverly. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Ball outside. And that basket is going to come towards him in the official corner.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Houston making some changes. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Isa comes in for Corey Brewer. And it's Harden in for Jason Terry. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Ball outside. Back to Griffin. Josh Smith pulls it in.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Here's Harden. And it comes off the front of the rim. Clippers trail by 10. Ball outside. Kicks to Barnes. Back to Ball. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Griffin. Dishes it to Barnes. Paul. Takes a 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Rockets ball.
Houston leading by 10. Deflects the pass. Harden outside. Harden left side. Beverly. And another 3 for Houston.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Smith with the block.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backboard. Usually that's a great way to take control of the game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Paul. Defense right on. Ball left side. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Howard with this screen on Paul. Harden outside. Pass to Howard. 5 on the clock. Covered by Barnes. Shoots. Howard can't hit.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
The drive by Paul. That's good. Paul's got 9 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Out to Smith. There's the dish to Ariza. Beverly, defended by Paul. Harden against Crawford. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Here's Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Look at what Howard has done so far. He has 8 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively. You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
And here is Paul. Crawford kicks to Barnes. And it's off from 3-point range.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Crawford with the steal. Rejected by Ariza. Harden outside. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Crawford missing again. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Beverly. The pass to Harden. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Houston making a switch. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got.
Thank you, Doris.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of. I got a ball!
Harden gets a screen from Psamyou'll. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Crawford kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Jordan. He dishes it to Barnes. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Howard, guarded by Jordan. It's Howard with the drive. Running his kicks to Harden. Leads him in there. Howard, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Rockets lead by 13. Here's Paul. Griffin, the follow-up foot.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Now the feed to Howard. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spencer Hawes is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. Hito Turkoglu's checked in for Matt Barnes. And it's Austin Rivers in for Jamal Crawford. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're in front by 11. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
I'm not sure why they're calling this timeout. The game is pretty much over.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Steve. Maybe they just want to bask in the wind just a little longer, but I don't agree with it. Let's go. Get out of here.
Papanicolo, the pass to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Terry. So we see Houston taking the W here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor. Hey, what more can you add? And that wraps it up for Mark Kellogg. For Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, James Harden.